So kind of understanding that if time is more important, the cost of a pre-wound yard for yard, it's so small of a difference. Like the incremental cost to go to a pre-wound bobbin versus a self-wound bobbin, just from a materials cost, is so small. But the convenience factor is just, it just makes such a difference. And it's exponentially different for a long arm quilter, because a long arm quilter, you get like 220 yards on one of our pre-wound bobbins versus 80 yards or 100 yards on your own self-wound bobbin. But when you're a long arm quilter, and even especially if you're a long arm quilter in business, like time is critical, because the faster you quilt, the more money you're making because you're able to do more quilts.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And if you have to stop what you're doing to change your bobbins, and you have twice as many bobbin changes, like it's just twice as much downtime.
All right, so let me ask you, we're going to run out of time in just a second. So let me ask you a couple of questions about, one more question to the bobbins. So you have well, it says view all, so you probably have 1,000 more. Let me see. How do you know which one to get? So you have super bobbins, so fine 50, so fine 60. Like, what are you looking at when you're, and I'm sure there's education, but just for those that don't want to read. I mean, I'm a reader, I'm telling you.
So
but what's like the, how do you know what you need?
We created a microsite called prewoundbobbins.com.
Okay, I'll go there.
And if you go to prewoundbobbins.com,
Yeah.
we've compiled a list of machine brands, machine models, the associated bobbin style.
Okay.
So if you have a baby lock machine, and your baby lock is the crescendo,
Mm-hmm.
and you click baby lock and then you choose crescendo, like we'll tell you, oh, you have a class 15 bobbin. These are the pre-wounds that work for it.
So cool. That's great. That's easy. That makes it so easy.
So we're trying to help you, like, just quilt. Like, I don't want you to spend time trying to go through your machine manual to find exactly what you need. Like, I'm trying to help you just.
All right, I'm doing it right now. This is awesome. So I have two machines. One's a Juki 2010Q. I was able to find it. Then it said it was L style, and now it's telling me which ones I can do. The mono poly, so fine. And what's the difference between polyester and cotton in terms of what you choose?
So the difference, that's one step which we omitted from prewoundbobbins.com, and that's where you refer to our thread selection guide.
Right. This is great. That made it so easy. I like it. Cool. Love it. Are you there? Did I lose you? Oh, I think we...
Very heavily used in detailed, dense, quilted designs where you want texture more than you want thread.
All right, so we lost you for just a second. So were you telling me the difference between cotton and polyester?
The difference between monopoly. and like super bobs.
Okay, got it. Can you do that one more time for us real quick, because we lost you?
No problem.
Okay.
So monopoly it's a monofilament thread. It's going to be very similar to fishing line. And monopoly is used extensively in applique. It's also used very heavily on dense quilting and stitches, where you really want more of a texture to appear because you're going to do a dense stitching design, but you don't want necessarily the thread to kind of be the showpiece of your quilt.
Yeah.
So that's when you use monopoly.
Got it.
Super Bobs is the brand name of our bottom line thread, which is wound onto a bobbin. And it's a fantastic, like, that is the go-to bobbin thread for quilting. If you're using King Tut, if you're using So Fine, if you're using Omni, if you're using Magnifico, Fantastico, Twist, like majority of our quilting threads, that is the go-to bobbin thread to use.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, this is like super fun and super interesting. I would love to chat with you more at some point as we go. I haven't ever used Superior Threads, so I'm now totally interested in. We'll have to do this. This is really fun. Can we chat again as we go with the project? I'm sure that more things will come up. And
I would be I love talking shop. So anything I can do to talk thread, you're going to have a hard time shutting me up.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. Hold on. We're going to stop the official recording right now. But this is really great. I feel like I'm getting education in thread. I feel like I'm going to need some more time with you. I feel like I've got intro to thread. I need to read a bunch on your website, and then I probably have more questions. But thanks again for your time today. And just hold on. Don't disconnect. I'm going to stop the recording. So this is Elizabeth Townsend Guard. You've been listening to Just Wanna Quilt, a research podcast coming out of Tulane University Law School. We want to hear from you. Join our army, our quilting army. Go to our Facebook page. Suggest people to be interviewed. Suggest yourself to be interviewed. We are excited to hear from you. But most importantly, I hope you get a chance to quilt today.